Micro jigs versus soft baits. Look what I got myself here. Micro jigs. I want to find out if micro jigging can replace soft baiting, or in other words, if they're just as effective as soft baits. That's why I got myself a pink one, Zest Gen jig. That's what they're called. And a green one. Look at the nice quality. They got really cool lifelike eyes there. So basically, my favorite color for soft baiting is always green and a bit of orange. So these ones are green and a bit of yellow. So I think they should work quite well. My other favorite color is of course pink. So I can't wait to try these little buggers out here. Like some jigs come with only one hook. These jigs, they have two hooks. And basically you hook the jig up here like this. And then the jig, when you drop it, when you find some fish, you will drop it and the jig kind of flutters down to the bottom. And once it hits the bottom, you kind of start winding it up and it comes up like this. And then when you drop it, it will kind of fly down like this. Those two hooks are good for hooking into fish. They look really small, but they're also very strong hooks. So yeah. So those are my two Gen jigs, and I will head out and try them out. And I'm really excited about those ones because I think they'll be much more economical using those than soft bait. Well, I got another one on my micro jig here. So they're all not huge at the moment, it seems. But they put up a pretty good scrap for their sizes, I must say. Oh, that's another nice trevally. Look at that. So we got a couple schools of trevallies here. And hooked up on another one here. There's a nice big school right underneath. Might be in trevally again. That's a snapper. Good size as well. Get another hook up here. You know, get it jigged up and then let it fall again after a bit of a longer cast. It seems to work quite well as well, similar to a soft bait. I like this style of fishing because it's almost like sight fishing, except that you use the sounder to locate the fish. Jigs sink so fast, I think you just, as soon as you notice you get over a school, even if it's a bit faster moving school, you just drop this jig right down on top of them, and boom, action. I think that's pretty cool actually. So why would you use micro jigs as opposed to the good old soft baits? First, micro jigs are much more economical. One micro jig will last you many sessions as opposed to going through a pack of soft baits or multiple packs of soft baits in one session. So what I'm doing now, always I start with those micro jigs because they are much more economical than soft baits. You know, one micro jig costs the same like a whole pack of soft baits. Second, micro jigs are very fun to fish because it's sight fishing for fish. You actively look for fish, you drop the micro jig onto those fish, you can see that on the fish finder, and when you hook onto a fish with a micro jig, that's also a lot of fun. So economical, fun to use, and number three, easy to use. You know, you can leave them on your rod, you don't have to take them off, they won't dry out like soft baits. Basically you can just have one setup, one rod with a micro jig, and you can just leave it there. Every time you go fishing, you don't have to change anything. Like soft baits, I had so many times that those soft baits dried out on my jig heads, or that I forgot about them, things like that. So a bit more hassle, so micro jigs definitely less hassle as well. So I really enjoyed fishing with those micro jigs, and I will continue to do so. You know, I caught lots of fish with them, and it was really good. So yeah, I definitely think micro jigs in some scenarios work just as good as soft baits. So yeah, so that's my kind of comparison between micro jigs and soft baits. I'm really excited about those micro jigs. I kind of really like fishing with them. And I hope you enjoyed this video and got something out of it, you know, and maybe some inspiration to try those micro jigs out yourself and see how cool they actually are to fish with. Yeah, as always, don't forget to head over to fishingreminder.com. That's my website, and we're predicting best fishing times worldwide there, and tide times and all this kind of stuff that you need to know before you go fishing. And if you like the video, click on that subscribe button and the like button, of course, so you see more of our content. We'll try to bring you some, some cool content and some fishing tips and stuff like that. And we'll see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.